Play Too Much Dad's here, doing a film breakdown for Cormani Mcclain. It's been publicized. He doesn't really do the film thing. We're just trying to make it easier for the young bull. We got today a little breakdown of Arizona State and what Arizona State likes to do, and just kind of the formula and the keys to what it's going to take to really lock down and beat Arizona State. People think this is going to be an easy game, but I'm going to tell you right now, Arizona State has some dogs. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
You gotta get fly just to listen to the shit.
All right, first and foremost, man, Arizona State has number 4. Number 4 is Cameron Scatterboo. He's about 5'10", 220 pounds, and he does not go down easy. If you look here, he is looking for contact almost all the time. He is not going to run away from you, and you can't. If I'm Arizona State, I'm thinking, hey, Colorado's had some problems tackling in the last few weeks. They've seen how easy the running backs were able to get loose last week with USC. So Scatterboo, if I'm him, I'm thinking, man, I'm about to break a record against Colorado. So we really gotta be aware of that and just go as hard as we can to tackle. We gotta wrap up. Look at this guy. He's athletic. He runs about a 4.5, 40-yard dash, and they do everything with this guy. Like this guy. Passes the ball. He's thrown like 6 passes in the last 2 games, and they just do everything with him. This right here, I'm gonna pause it for a second because this is against USC. So he was at Sac State. He broke almost all kind of records at Sac State. Was all everything, and now he transferred to Arizona State. So if you look at this play right here against USC, you will see just how hard it is to bring this man down, and just how hard it is to tackle him.
Gotta convert it. Nice. Scatterboo's the answer.
Boom. 1 tackle. 2 tackles. Now see his top speed right there? He's at a high 4.5, but I mean, the guy is a dog. So if we don't come into this game ready to tackle, it could get ugly. So my advice to Cormani is game tackle if you can. I understand a lot of people, go for his legs, but it seems like he's athletic enough to just hurdle over you anyways. So you really don't want to you really want to get in front of him and absorb the contact, but you want to hold on, man. You really got to hold on. And I'm going to show you a little bit later in this film what that looks like. Bang, there he goes again. It's almost like first contact is never bringing him down. He reminds me a lot of like a Darren Sproles. Because Darren Sproles was shorter, he was low center of gravity, he was strong, he had a strong lower body. Scatterboo he's very strong in the weight room, and look at that, he's just very low center of gravity. Like it's hard to take somebody down who stays low. Running backs who stay low. I want to pause this right here. Look, this is a Wildcat formation they ran against Cal. So against Cal, they're running Wildcat, and they're going to put Scatterboo in the backfield. And when you get somebody like that in the backfield, when they got only 1 yard to go, it's really hard to stop them. So just watching, boom. Now they had some success stopping him, but it's really a team effort. And the problem with stopping him on these runs is it takes so much of your attention away to try to stop this man that it opens up other things in the offense. And I'll show you that too. Like, if you look at this, bam, everybody's going to Scatterboo because they know that Scatterboo is the center of the offense. And if I just go back a little bit here, everybody's thinking Scatterboo's going to get the ball for sure. So Scatterboo's there. Now watch what happens here. He attracts so much attention. Bam, he's going to throw the ball to the quarterback. Now, This DB over here, I don't think any of our DBs, I know like Craig, Cooper, you know, I don't think our DBs, especially Cormani Mcclain, Hunter won't be playing, but we don't have that problem of getting mossed like that. This DB just totally gets mossed, and it's kind of, he should be embarrassed in a lot of ways. Look at this. All that attention he's taking, and then he just says, all right, I'm going to throw it over your head. And look at that. No, like, I don't know. He didn't really get the high point. This is important to go high point. This DB doesn't go high point, and he gets mossed by a quarterback, which is kind of embarrassing. Here we go again. They're backed up against the end zone, and they're going to go straight to who else? Bam. Scatterboo. Straight up the middle. And it's almost like, man, you got to gang tackle this guy. Now, this one right here is what you got to do if you're going to stop him. If you want to stop him, you really got to have it be a team effort. And look at that. Bang. He absorbs the contact now. He doesn't win. He does not win in the battle, but look how he grabs on and kind of holds on for dear life. Like, he's not trying to make a hit stick. He's just like, look, I'm going to hold on, and I'm trusting my teammates that my teammates will be here, and they're going to help me out. That's the only way to stop this guy. And I understand that he's only one person, but I guarantee y'all, like, this person is a huge part of their offense. Look at this. The play is dead. The play is broken. This guy, the quarterback, flushed out of the pocket. Play is pretty much dead. Who else? Throws the scatterboo. And look at this. Bang. He's out of there. Now here goes. This is what we're talking about. You see how he just ran down right there? That shows you that he's about a high 4.5. I would say about a 4.6. He's not blazing fast. And I think he ran faster when he was at Sac State, because I think he was about 210 at Sac State. Now he's about 225. He really put on a lot of weight in the weight room to get real solid. So we don't have to worry about him breaking away from us and us not being able to run him down. We got a lot of athletes to really go and get him. It's just a matter of being able to get in front of him and bring him down. So another thing we got to be aware of is they like to pick apart the zone and kind of like run these crossing routes. Another weakness that we have, these crossing routes, these like deep digs across the field, and they have Elijah Badger. Elijah Badger is another one of their threats. So pretty much they have two main threats on Arizona State. One is going to be, Cameron Scatterboo, and then we have Elijah Badger. Now, Elijah Badger is about 6'2", 190 pounds, and he can fly. Now, his 40 time only says he runs about a 4.5 high, but this guy returns kicks. I think he took a kick return to the house. He's able, when he gets in open space, he's very dangerous. So we don't want to wait for that. If you look here, he's going to just find the opening in the zone here and bang. Now, this is a poor drop by 53 there. 53 doesn't get enough depth in his drop, and he doesn't have his head on a swivel at all. And you want to know why he doesn't have his head on a swivel? Let's go back and look. I don't even see Scatterboo over here, so I can't even really make an excuse for him, but he's literally covering nobody. 53 is just in no man's land here. And that's how that play opened up. And we're going to see them go back to this play later, and the safety kind of reads it. I think they were in a different coverage. Look at that. Everybody sat in their zone, but 53 just didn't get deep enough. And that's his speed right there. You see, he's not really a 4.5 high. He's got speed. So we really got to be aware of where he's at. And but we do have the dogs and the athletes to go run him down. So I'm not too worried about that. Here we go again. So they come back to the same concept, right? So the same concept. You see over here, they're gonna run this little drag across the field again. This coverage looks like, let's see what they're in here. This looks more like a man coverage right here. More like maybe a cover one over the top. So the safety reads it, and he says, look, I know who you want. I know who you're going to. He jumps in front of the ball, and he picks it off. So I feel like with our DBs, we can have at least 3 interceptions this game. Like, for sure. Going back to Elijah Badger, this is him returning the kick just to get a sense of his speed, how fast he is. Look, he's explosive, man. So one thing I'll say for Cormani guarding him is to be violent at the line of scrimmage. Like, you can't let him get a free release. The problem that happens a lot of times with him in his big plays is that DBs just aren't getting contact with him off the line. This is another receiver they have, but he's really like their third option, and he doesn't really he's not that fast. I don't think we'll have a hard time with him. They run a lot of different formations as well, so it's really about being disciplined. Now, my film is limited. I'm limited to what I can find, but I'm pretty sure the Buffalo's got the real film, and they've got kind of like a drone view of the footage so they can really see what's happening. Mine is going to be limited here, but if you look at this formation, now you see down here is their main threat, Elijah Badger. So this could very much be Cormani Mcclain down here. Now this look they have right here is, let's see, looks like they're running man coverage, and he's going to run a nice route here, and he's just high point. He's a high point receiver, but once again, I trust our DBs over anybody's DBs. Cormani, you just got to understand, don't give up that leverage, and Cormani's longer than number 3. If you look at number 3 right there, he's undersized. Look at this route. It's undersized, and bam, he gets mossed. He gets mossed something filthy, right? So look at this, they're backed up all the way into the end zone, and they get Scatterboo. Scatterboo again with a quick out turns it into a 20-something plus yard game. This guy is dangerous, you guys, and I don't think we should sleep on Arizona State or think it's going to be an easy game. These guys got talent, and we really they have enough talent to exploit our weaknesses. So what I'm saying is that we really got to be aware of what's happening, and we really can't allow them to exploit us the way they want to exploit us, because we are not the best tackling team, and because of that, they can get loose. They got dogs that don't want to be tackled, so we got to really make sure that we're tackling. All right, let's get back to it. Bang. Okay, this route right here, I want you guys to look at this route right here because it's important, okay? So they do this a lot. Scatterboo is back here. They'll run all game. We saw it in a couple highlights earlier. They're going to run Scatterboo on the little flat, the little flats right here, little curl flat, whatever. They're going to throw Scatterboo out there. But then once you get so used to him going out here and you try to jump it, if he's lined up in the same side as Elijah Badger, what's going to happen is they're going to now they got 2 options here. So he reads the option. He sees, okay, hey, I need the first down. Scatterboo. He could have probably hit Scatterboo, but then I don't think Badger got a good pick on him, and he thought, if I'm the quarterback, I'm throwing to Scatterboo because I just don't trust that this guy's going to tackle him, being one-on-one out there. He doesn't take that. He goes with Elijah Badger on the inside, on the end. Game over. They lose the game right there. So those are some key concepts right there. Let's see what else we got in here. We got a little bit of... That's the other receiver. You see, he's not super explosive, but he can catch. He got hands. Here we go. We got Badger again with a little in route. They find spots in the zone. They're really good at finding spots in the zone, and really just making the zone work for them. So the keys to beating them is going to be being violent off the line of scrimmage, not letting them get free releases down the field. You can't just let a guy that's explosive just run free. We got to get reroutes on the field. Also, we need to we just got to tackle, man. Like Scatterboo is going to be trying to get 300 yards rushing on us. If we contain Scatterboo, we win the game. So contain Scatterboo. Look out for Elijah Badger, and game over, baby. I think we win this game by 2 touchdowns. But if we get out there and we don't do what we need to do, we don't contain, we don't contain the outside, we don't stop Scatterboo going under the middle. Scatterboo's lining up in different formations. Study the formations. Understand how they like to use Scatterboo. He throws the ball. He catches the ball. He runs the ball. And he opens the game up for Elijah Badger, which is number 2. So understanding that, locking that down, we win by 2 touchdowns. Let's go Buffs.